Hey guys, welcome to RotterTube Reef. All the fishies are doing well. Today I'm going to put the coral in the tank. I got two new coral. Well, one is the star polyps frag that I've had for a handful of years, my original frag. Gave it to my brother so the star polyps can populate his tank, and that's in the quarantine downstairs, not because his tank has any issues with it. I just thought I'd put it in there. The other one is a really nice green neon zoanthid, and that's been in the tank for over 2 months, the quarantine tank. Again, the reason why I put all new coral frags in the frag hospital tank is in case there's any parasites in the water of the reef store that I got them at. Parasites feed on fish, as you know. If you've been following my channel, you know that. So if there's parasites in the water, you don't want to put a new frag or a new fish in your main tank right away, because if there's parasites in the water, just one drop of water from the reef store can cause those parasites to multiply like crazy. This is known as the ick parasite or marine velvet. But anyway, another reason, the biggest reason, if you've been following my channel, people say that if you put copper solution or cupramine in your main display tank, it will kill all the coral after you've removed the copper. You don't ever want to put coral in a saltwater aquarium where there's coral. Well, that's true if there were coral in here and you put the copramine solution in it, cupramine by Sechem, however you want to say it. So anyway, long story short, I'm doing this to prove a point that if you have a fish-only aquarium with rock, you can certainly put cupramine in here to kill parasites. In fact, one could argue that you really don't need a hospital tank at all for new fish. I mean, I'd still do it. Technically, you could put your new fish right in your main tank and then dose it with a mild dose of copper solution. I always recommend half dose. Copper test kits, they don't do well. You're never going to know how much copper is in your tank. If you dose the full amount per the instructions on the cupramine bottle, it's really close to toxic levels. Cupramine is like chemotherapy for fish. It will destroy their nervous system and kill them if you put in too much. So half the recommended dose is more than enough to kill the parasites, and your fish will be healthy. So I dosed the cupramine in here with no corals, no inverts, and basically now we're going to put coral in to prove a point that once the cupramine copper solution is out of a tank, you can indeed put new coral in here, of course after you've left the corals in their coral tank for at least 8 weeks. And the reason for that is because, like I said, the parasites feed on fish. If there's no fish around, the parasites will die of starvation, and that's how you kill the parasites. So if you have fish, you use a fish quarantine tank with a half a dose of copper for 8 weeks in a separate aquarium. Aquarium will be the right size for the fish. If you've got tangs, I recommend a 40-gallon, and I've got other videos on how to do that. We're not talking about that today. If you have new coral, I have a 4-gallon quarantine tank I picked up from Amazon. There's a link to the video description below. It's an awesome tank. It's an all-in-one unit. Costs $50 from Amazon, shipped, no tax, no shipping charge, Amazon Prime. I love this thing. It's perfect for coral. Doesn't come with a light, but that's okay. Any light will do. So I'm going to put the coral in here now, and I'll show you the tank as well. Alright everybody, here we are downstairs in the basement. I've got the 4-gallon quarantine tank. I need to top it off with water. I'm a little lazy right now. The corals are coming out. The glass is a little dirty, but this is my 4-gallon quarantine tank. I love this thing. Again, video description to this all-in-one unit. It looks like a JBJ unit. It's a 4-gallon. It's great. So let me take the corals out, and I'll put them in the main display tank. They've been in here for maybe 3 months, I'd say. Set those guys right there. We have a star polyp right there. It'll open up. And we have the zoanthid right there. Not sure if I'm going to keep these guys here or what rock I want them to spread on. You know what? I'll just leave them here right now, closer to the light. So This tank had cupramine in it for maybe I don't know, a few weeks. I put a half a dose in, and it's been emptied. No more, I mean not emptied, but between the water changes for 8 weeks and all that with the protein skimmer, we'll see what happens. But anyway, they're really closed up right now because it's the morning time, and I'll film this after they open up. Next weekend they should be looking really good. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll keep you updated on all this. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for your support, and I'll talk to you all later. Happy reefing. Don't forget to check out our Facebook group in the video description. There's a link to it. Really great community, lots of members willing to help always. You can upload photos and videos of your tanks. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend.